Hello everybody, welcome to Cooking with the Loaf, which is our house name. Today I'm going to be making the lovely New York Times recipe sheet pan Italian sub dinner by Ali Slagle. It's quite a name. Okay, so to get started, I've kind of got a little bit of mise en place assembled, which is French for everything in its place. So we got some radicchio, some garlic, garbanzo beans over here, some oregano, etc. So the first step in all this, before you even start cooking, you're going to want to preheat the oven. I've got it going. It's going to be at 450 degrees. So you're going to want to do that first, just so it can be ready when you're good to go and you've got everything assembled. So the first step is we're just going to chop some garlic. So the way I like to do it, I like to kind of split off the little woody end, hit it like that, and you'll see it kind of just peels apart like that. And then, yeah, so you're just going to want to go and just chuck all of these effectively. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take all this garlic, kind of just group it up, and we're just going to finely mince it for this. So kind of just run your knife through like that. And then sometimes you'll get like a little peel that'll come off. That's totally fine. We kind of just want to give this a rough chop, because what we're actually going to do is turn this into a type of paste. So just run your knife through a couple times. You can kind of just clean your knife like that so you have all the garlic in there. So what you're going to do, you're then going to take some salt, just like kosher table salt, and you're going to kind of get 2 teaspoons of that. I kind of just eyeball it. I don't really need to be super exact about it. And just sprinkle that on in there. You're also going to take some dried oregano and just spread that on in there. Again, you don't have to be super specific with this. It's kind of more to taste. And then what you're going to do is you're going to run the knife through again. And having that kosher salt in there is going to kind of help break down the cell walls of the garlic. And so one, for all my Bone App listeners, you're going to release more of that allicin, which is essentially this compound in garlic, 2-part epoxy. If you listen to Brad, you know what I'm talking about. But what it additionally is going to do, it's going to kind of help to make the garlic more paste-like. So again, you're just going to run your knife through a couple of times, and you'll see it's going to start to break down and become more of a fine paste, which is what you're looking for. And once you get it to a decent consistency, you'll kind of again start to see it like smearing together a little bit, and you can kind of run your knife through like that. Excellent. So once that's all good, go ahead and wipe your knife off. Yeah. So go ahead, just get a small bowl, take the garlic, put it in like that. Basically what we're making is like a dressing for the final product here. So put the bowl down. You're going to want about, it says about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. You don't really need that much. You kind of want just enough to help make it into like a sauce in a sort of way. You're also going to want a splash of red wine vinegar to help kind of give it that acidity. And then once that's all good, go ahead and take a fork and kind of just mix it up. Get it all incorporated and integrated like that. It's going to kind of look like that. You'll see it kind of swashes around a little bit, which is perfect for the end product. Okay, so we can go ahead and set that aside. So then next, we're going to start prepping the vegetables for this. So this is radicchio. It's kind of like a bitter cabbage almost. So with radicchio, you're going to want to get rid of this bottom here. And then you're going to see it's kind of got this spiral pattern. This center core isn't what you want, so you're going to want to just cut around that. And then you're going to want to cut that further, kind of into 4, so you have like little chunks like this. So as we're kind of assembling these, we can just go ahead and take these radicchio pieces. Go ahead and put that in a large bowl that we have prepped. I'll just kind of leave that over on the side here in our very small, limited space kitchen. Then you're going to want to take your can of chickpeas. I use S&W chickpeas. Not sponsored content. Pop those open with a can opener. And then the thing about canned chickpeas is typically, especially for a recipe like this, you're going to want to go ahead and rinse them to get some of that canned liquid flavor out. Go ahead, take them, put them in a colander. Give it a rinse. So we got those. Going to add them to the bowl as well. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and prep the red onion. So we're going to just want this into, I believe, yes, in half. Okay, so we're going to do wedges. So just run your knife through the top and the bottom. And then you're going to kind of go on the side, cut a slit in that outer layer, peel it off. And we're also going to be similar to the radicchio, cutting this into wedges, so just halved. And if you kind of just want to cut into thirds on each half, go ahead and add that in. We're going to need some tomatoes, so some cherry tomatoes. I have like a variety blend. You can also just do the red ones. Either way works fine. Go ahead and get a handful of these out. Give them a quick rinse. Check to see if any of them don't look so hot. Sometimes, especially with the packaged ones you get, they don't look so great. With that one, I think we're good. Yep. And we're just going to have these. No real quick way to do that. Kind of just cut through them. Then you're going to go ahead and get your salami out. I got this lovely salami that's got like an herb sort of crust on it, which is kind of nice. You don't have to do that. You're just going to want to cut some chunks of it. And how many you want is kind of up to you. I like a decent amount because, as I said, it adds really nice flavor to this. Maybe do one more. Okay, add those in as well. Alright, then you're just going to go ahead, take the vinaigrette you made. Go ahead and get this out of the way. Take this big bowl of assembled ingredients. Take the vinaigrette, add it on in. Nice. Then you're just going to use your hands. I know it's kind of hard to see because you can't really see in here. Toss it all together. Kind of just try and get everything evenly coated. Once you're good, now go ahead and get our sheet pan here. And a pro tip about having a sheet pan, if you want to make cleanup a little bit easier, go ahead and take some aluminum foil. Get a nice long piece of it. Take it. Flop it on down there. This will help kind of collect any of the oil and stuff, so it'll make the sheet pan cleanup a lot easier. Go ahead and hit that with a little bit of olive oil. And then you're just going to go ahead and take all this, spread it on, and then kind of even it out so you got a nice flat layer to help everything roast evenly. And once you've got that all layered out, you can maybe add a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of extra flavor. Pop up. Nice. Alright, then essentially all you have left, you're going to put this in the oven. You're going to roast for about 15 to 20 minutes. You can kind of tell, you'll start to see the radicchio start getting a little brown and whatnot. Technically nothing on here really has to cook to a certain food temperature, so you can cook it to whatever you want. You mostly just want the chickpeas to get pretty crisp and everything to sort of meld together and get a little bit of caramelization on the onions. So yeah, you're going to go about 15 to 20 minutes. You're going to turn that halfway through, so just kind of pull it out of the oven at about I don't know, 10 minutes in. Kind of mix it up, get everything so it's kind of roasting even, and then that's pretty much it. Then once you're done, pull it out. You can have some ricotta cheese, which goes really well with it. If you have any crusty bread around the house, French bread or like a French baguette or something goes really well with it. Other than that, that's about it. And it's a pretty simple meal. I mean, it really doesn't take that much preparation. It doesn't take that much time. It only took 15 minutes to assemble, another 15 minutes to roast, and you got an easy, pretty healthy, very, very flavorful dinner. So this has been Cooking with the Loaf with Grant, Perth, and Henry, your hosts. Enjoy. Get cooking, everybody. Then we're going to have our final finished product here. As you can see, the radicchio gets a little bit charred sometimes, but that's okay. It's kind of naturally bitter anyway, so that's not going to make a big difference. But bone apple tea, everybody. Obi. All right. Let's see. This is a live response.
Okay. I'm here ready to try Chef Henry's Italian sheet pan something.
Yeah.
Man, I got everything in the bowl here. I got some chickpeas, tomatoes, onions, salami, some of that Ricky Ricardo cheese. We're just gonna try it. We're gonna try and get. Oh, there's some cabbage in here too.
Let's cut the Perth too.
Yeah, Perth's here. We're just gonna get a little bit of everything. Ooh, there's even a little bit of aluminum foil.
Oh, that's extra spice.
That's good for you. Mm-hmm. Okay, and we're just gonna try this and see how it goes. Oh, there goes my chickpeas. Let me get one more on it. It's got a really nice flavor. We got the salami. I was a little worried that it wouldn't have enough, firmness to it, and the salami gives it a nice firmness.
Very firm.
Chickpeas great.
Thanks.
Thumbs up.
Thanks
10
for
out of 10.
Thanks for joining in, everybody. This has been loafcooking.org.net edu.